بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. We are here to commemorate the birth anniversary of Imam Husayn alayhi salam, and I think every birth anniversary is a golden opportunity for us to see whether Imam Husayn's ideas are born in our community or not, whether Imam Husayn's love and the personal relation that we have with him has been able to shape and form our community or not. So it's not just a kind of remembering what happened in the history. It is also a form of evaluation and assessment of ourselves and our community. So we should take this opportunity to review ourselves in the line of the teachings of Imam Husayn and the personality of Imam Husayn. And the same is true about other birth anniversaries. So hopefully a time should come that by having such sessions, you would see that hundreds, if not thousands, of true followers of Husayn are born. Otherwise, it's just a formality. It just we come and say something and they believe. The idea is that we have to, inshallah, gain this birth in these holy people. I start with a hadith from Imam Husayn alayhi salam, and then, inshallah, as far as time permits, I will try to explain the way that love for Imam Husayn alayhi salam should affect our own relations. In a hadith which is mentioned in Tuhaful Uqul, page 247, Imam Husayn alayhi salam is quoted as saying, Al-Ikhwanu arba'atun. There are four types of brothers that you can have. You know, nowadays we call each other brother, sister, which is good. But it's not that every brother or sister is a real and true brother. There are four different types of people that we call them brother and sister. Imam said, one is فَأَخٌ لَكَ وَلَّهُ. The first category is the brother or sister which is for himself or herself and for you. We will explain what does it mean. So basically, he wants to benefit himself and benefit you. Inshallah, we will explain it more. The second category, وَأَخٌ لَكَ, the brother which is for you. The third, وَأَخٌ عَلَيْكَ, a brother which is against you. How is it possible to call such person a brother? It's just, a pseudo brother. It's not a real brother. وَأَخٌ لَا لَهُ لَا لَكَ وَلَا لَهُ, a brother which is neither for you nor for himself. It's not against you, but there is no benefit. So obviously, people ask Imam Husayn alayhi salam, what does it mean? فَسُئِلَ عَنْ ذَلِكَ. So Imam was asked to explain, what does it mean? A brother which is for you, a brother which is for you and for himself, a brother which is against you. a brother which is neither for you, neither for himself. So these four categories. And Imam started explaining. Al-akhu alladhi huwa laka wa lahu. The brother which is for you and for himself. So he's not purely for you. He wants to gain something from this relation, but at the same time, he is fair enough to also think about your benefit. Okay? So, partially for you, partially for himself. أخٌ لك وله. Imam said, فَهُوَ الْأَخُ الَّذِي يَطْلُبُ بِإِخَائِهِ بَقَاءَ الْإِخَاءِ وَلَا يَطْلُبُ بِإِخَائِهِ مَوْتَ الْإِخَاءِ. He is the one who really wants this relation of brotherhood remain. He doesn't want this relation to stop. He wants to benefit you and benefit himself. So, this is one type of brother. And I think most of the good friends that we have are like this. They themselves benefit from this relation, and they also try to be helpful to us. Sometimes they get something from us, sometimes they give us. So it's a kind of mutual benefit is here. We reciprocate good services, du'as, and this is, inshallah, at least the minimum that we should have among ourselves. But then Imam said, وَالْأَخُ الَّذِي هُوَ لَكَ. The brother which is there for you. فَهُوَ الْأَخُ الَّذِي قَدْ خَرَجَ بِنَفْسِهِ عَنْ حَالِ الطَّمَعِ إِلَى حَالِ الرَّغْبَةِ. He is the one who has no expectation of gaining anything from you. There is no tama, there is no hope or expectation that he can benefit from you. He doesn't think that with this relation he can get some material things from you or even some spiritual things or support from you. No. He as a brother or she as a sister is only concerned about you and wants your good. Of course, we know every person who wants good of other people, he or she himself would benefit. This is the beauty of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you think about other people, if you try to help them, you yourself will be satisfied, will be very much pleased. And this is the first reward that Allah gives you in addition to the other reward that He would give in Akhirah, inshallah. But your interest is not that I help them so that I want to be satisfied. This is not pure friendship. I help this person, I help this brother or sister, because if I don't help him, then I feel bad. No, this is not good. I help this person because I love this person. This is my brother, this is my sister in faith. I don't want to gain anything. I don't have any expectation here. So this is without expectation. Then Imam said, فَلَمْ يَطْمَعْ فِي الدُّنْيَا إِذَا رَغِبَ فِي الْإِخَاءِ. When he hopes to be your friend, your brother, your sister, has no a slight expectation of any worldly benefit, any worldly gain here. فَهُوَ, this is very beautiful. فَهُوَ مُوَفَّرٌ عَلَيْكَ بِكُلِّيَّتِهِ. If I want to translate this into English, I can say, he is there for you with his entire being, with his entire personality. He doesn't have any reservation. There are people who say, okay, I am there for you. If you want some money, I am giving you. But don't take my time. There are people who say, take my time as much as you want, but don't expect any money from me. So people have limits. Some people give time, some people give money, some people give advice. But this brother or sister, Imam Husayn, says that He is there for you بِكُلِّيَّتِهِ, in his entirety. Whatever he has is for you. So he makes himself available for you. It depends on your need. What do you need? Whatever he can do, he would not be hesitant. The third group, وَالْأَخُ الَّذِي هُوَ عَلَيْكَ, the so-called brother, that in reality he is not a brother. He is against you. He calls himself a brother to cheat you, to deceive you. You know, sometimes you see that you want to buy something, then sometimes, you know, they say, brother, and then you think you should trust this person, but then the price that he gives you actually is more than what other shops, you know, give. So it's not a real brother. الأخ الذي هو عليك فهو الأخ الذي يتربص بكم الدوائر. This is the brother which is only waiting for some opportunities to come to harm you. He's not a brother, he's an enemy in the shape of brother. He's just looking for some opportunities to surprise you and attack you. وَيُفْشِ السَّرَائِرِ. He discloses your secrets. Sometimes you trust this person, you think that this is your brother or your sister, so you want advice, you want some comfort, so you tell him. Then instead of keeping this secret, he goes and tells this to other people. وَيُكَذِّبُ عَلَيْكَ بَيْنَ الْعَشَائِرِ, or وَيَكْذِبُ عَلَيْكَ بَيْنَ الْعَشَائِرِ. And he goes around among different groups, different tribes, different types of people, and starts telling lies about you. وَيَنْظُرُ فِي وَجْهِكَ نَظَرَ الْحَاسِدِ. And also when he sees that you have a good quality, you have something, you have some achievement, you have gained something, some success, he feels bad. He feels jealous. He pretends that he's happy, but he's very sad to see that you have had some success. These are people who are around. Imam said, فَعَلَيْهِ لَعْنَةُ الْوَاحِدِ. May Allah's curse be upon such so-called brother or sister. This is not a real brother. This is an enemy in the form of a brother or sister. And then, وَالْأَخُ الَّذِي لَا لَكَ وَلَا لَهُ. There is also a brother that is neither beneficial for you nor for himself. Who is this? فَهُوَ الَّذِي قَدْ مَلَأَهُ اللَّهُ حُمْقًا. He is the one that Allah has not given him any reason. He is full of stupidity. He is not understanding. So you must be very happy that you don't get any harm. Don't expect any benefit from this person. This is a friend that doesn't understand. So he is not a clever, so-called clever. Some person who makes plans, even he cannot make plans for himself. So this is some person who is very low in his understanding, in his IQ. فَأَبْعَدَهُ سُحْقًا. So Allah has made this person away from him, far from him. فَتَرَاهُ يُؤْسِرُ نَفْسَهُ عَلَيْكَ وَيَطْلُبُ شُحًّا مَا لَدَيْهِ. He is not a person who is that much planning against you, but still he prefers his own interest to your own interest. He prefers to gain whatever you have. But because he is not that much sophisticated, so it's not that much harmful. So there are 4 types of people that we may treat them as our brothers and sisters, but in reality, two of them are brothers. One is those who want something for themselves and for you, and the other group, which is higher, is the one who just wants your good, your interest, doesn't have any expectation. The reason that he makes this relation or keeps this relation with you is not to gain anything. There is a more fundamental reason. What is that? What can be the reason that makes someone completely available, completely at your service, completely caring for you? What is that? He loves you. Why does he love you? The best reason is that he loves you because you are a servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are a faithful person. You are a lover of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Therefore, I decided to get this inspiration from this hadith of Imam Husayn alayhi salam and talk about the way Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam want us to be, how they want to see our relations with each other. There are many people who have no problem in loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they are not ready to come one stage lower, and that is to show their love, their obedience to the Prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهِ. If you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should show this by loving me, by following me. You must not be like Shaitan. When Allah asked Shaitan to show your love, your respect to Adam, Shaitan said, please exempt me from this. I have already worshipped you for 6,000 years. I don't mind to worship you for another million of years. But don't come ask me to come one lower level down and show this to human beings. This is arrogance. So, alhamdulillah, many people have come to this stage that they don't say like Shaitan, we want to show only God the love that we have. They are ready to show this love to the Prophet. But then the Prophet says, Man kuntu mawla fahadha aliyun mawla. This is another test. There are many people who say we love the Prophet, but don't ask us to follow Ali as an Imam. We don't mind to love him, but this is a love that doesn't bring commitment. And this is not enough. We need a love which brings commitment. What about we followers of Ahlul Bayt? I think there is a next step before us. Okay, you love Allah, and then for the sake of Allah, you love and obey the Prophet. You love the Prophet and obey the Prophet, and for his command, you follow Amirul Mu'mineen and love him. Is it enough? No. This is the challenge. They say, if you love us, you must show this love to your brothers and sisters in faith. And this is where we may get stuck. So every group of people get stuck somewhere. If you want to be moving forward fast towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you must go through all these stages without any reservation. We have in Ziyarat Ashura, we say, Ya Abu Abdullah, Anni ataqarrabu ila Allah. I want to be close to Allah. I seek closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then to the Prophet, وإلى رسوله وإلى أمير المؤمنين وإلى فاطمة وإلى الحسن وإليك. How? بموالاتكم, by loving you. This is the stage which is very important. We want to have your Valaya, we want to have your guardianship, we want to be distanced from your enemies. But in the same Ziyarat Ashura, after a few lines, we realize that this has another implication. أني أتقرب إلى الله ثم إليكم بموالاتكم وموالات وليكم. This is the challenge. And I think most of us, we were not able to pass this test. I want to get close to Allah by your Valaya and the Valaya of whoever has your Valaya. This is the test. If you want to see how much you love Imam Husayn alayhi salam, don't just think how much you are ready to cry for him, how much you are ready to spend time or money for him. Even don't think how much you are ready to give your life for Husayn. This is not the test. This only shows to a certain extent. If you love Husayn really, you must show this by showing your love to those who love him, to those who are related to him. Muwalat waliyakum. And therefore we say in Ziyarat Ashura, Ya Aba Abdullah, Anni Salmun Liman Salamakum. I am at peace, not with you. This is very easy. I don't fight Husayn. This is easy. I am at peace with whoever is at peace with you. This is the test. This is the challenge. How many of us can honestly say that we never had any fight, any enmity, any rivalry with the lovers of Husayn? It's very difficult to say this. We have not only on many occasions wronged lovers of Ahlul Bayt, even we have wronged our own brothers and sisters in the same household. Husband, wife, children, I don't know, cousins, neighbors. But a person who really loves them should be able to say honestly, Inni salmun liman salamakum wa harbun liman harabakum. If I am at war with someone, I don't have any personal problem with anyone. It is not hatred. It's not that I don't love his face. Sometimes people, they just don't accept someone, reject someone because they don't like the way he looks. They don't want the way he speaks. They don't like the way he dresses. Or they say, this person has not been respectful to me. This person has, said bad things about me. But this is not enough reason. This is not a sufficient reason. We should accept all the things that people may do or say about us as long as they have only personal problems with us. That's not a problem. Because I am a person who has much greater and more important things in his mind. For me, it's not important who loves me or doesn't love me, who respects me or doesn't respect me, who is my associate and ally or who is not. I look at my master. I look at Imam Husayn. I look at Imam Zaman. If someone is in good terms with him, with Imam Husayn or with Imam Zaman, that's enough for me. Who am I to say I don't accept you because you have been bad with me? إني سلم لمن صالمكم وحرب لمن حاربكم is repeated twice. Like the previous sentence, this is also repeated twice. And the second time, it has more. وَوَلِيٌّ لِمَنْ وَالَاكُمْ وَعَدُوٌّ لِمَنْ عَادَاكُمْ. I am not only your wali, I am not only with you, I am not only at your service, I am not only sharing with you your aims and objectives. I am also wali of whoever has your valaya. And this is very important. If you are interested, I have a paper called Collective Nature of Valaya, so you can follow that. I don't want to mention those things. Hopefully you are going to, inshallah, read that. I want to say some other hadith, which is not in that paper, so that for those who already know, this will be some addition, and those who don't know, inshallah, they will have both by listening and then reading. There is a hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam, which is mentioned in Al-Kafi and some other books, about the way they test their Shia, the way they evaluate their Shia. Imam Ali alayhi salam said, this is a very famous hadith, Shi'atuna al-mutabadhiluna fi velayatana. Our Shia are those who give each other, who help each other because of our Valaya. He doesn't say the Shia are those who give us money or spend money for our own sake. This is not the test. He doesn't say our Shia are those who pay khoms, for example. This is not the test. Of course, unfortunately, many people are even stuck in this stage. But hopefully, we all have passed this test. But the test is that how much we are ready to help each other. Khoms is too little. It's not a matter of giving something because it is your obligation. It's a matter of giving your brother and sister out of love, without any expectation. Al-mutabadhilun. In Arabic, when we have a term, whether a noun or verb from bab tafa'ul, it means that it is mutual. Al-mutabadhilun means they give each other because of valaya. Al-mutahabbun fi mawaddatana. Because of our love, they love each other. Why do you love your brother, real brother, blood brother? Why? Why do you love your sister? Because you love your father and mother, so you love them. Sometimes we don't know the reason, but this is the main reason. And therefore you see, unfortunately in many cases, when the parents die, then brothers and sisters stop meeting each other, visiting each other, or goes to a very, lesser degree. If I love my father, I love my brothers and sisters. Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam says, our Shia are those who love each other because of our love. Al-mutahabbun fi mawaddatana. So, this is a test. Those who love Ahlul Bayt more are expected to show this love to their brothers and sisters more. Al-mutazawirun fi ihya amrina. And according to some versions, al-mutawazirun. Both make sense. The people that visit each other because they want to revive our affair. they are in constant contact and relation with each other because of us. Or if it is al-mutawazirun, means they help and assist each other because of us. Then Imam says, الَّذِينَ إِذَا غَضِبُوا لَمْ يَظْلِمُوا. This is also a big test. Imam says, our Shia are those who when get angry, they don't treat people unjustly. They don't oppress them. They don't act unjustly. It means that a Shia is the one who has full control over his emotions. If he is for some reason angry, at least he is able to control himself. Maybe he cannot stop becoming angry, because that is a very high level that you become so confident, you become nafs mutma'inneh, that you don't get angry at all, except for the sake of Allah. But at least if we get angry, we should be in control of our anger. So because you have made me angry, then I should not start saying bad things to you, or harming you, or hitting you, or committing ghaibah, or accusing you. So Imam says, الَّذِينَ إِذَا غَضِبُوا لَمْ يَظْلِمُوا. When they are angry, they don't do any oppression, any injustice. وَإِذَا رَضُوا. And when they are pleased, when they are happy with someone, لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا. Because they are your friend, they love you, then they don't go out of boundaries. Because this person is the person that I love, so I put him in a position that he is not qualified for. This isn't wrong. Because this person is the person that I love, whatever he does, I don't bother. This is wrong. Whether I am angry or I am very happy, I should have full control over my actions, my words. And then look at this beautiful, all is beautiful. Barakatun ala man jawaru. Our Shia are blessing for their neighbors. Wherever they are barakah, they are great good for the people that they live with. Prophet Isa ala nabiyina wa alayhi wa salam said, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. He said, God blessed me and made me a source of blessing wherever I am. A mu'min should be the same. If a mu'min works in an office, everyone is benefiting. If he or she is in a university, if is in house, it's walking, everything will be blessed. Even animals should be feeling safe and get some sort of benefit from this person. Because the presence of mu'min is the presence of light and mercy. So, when we live in a neighborhood, when we live in a society, the people of that society should feel that our presence there is useful for them. They should not feel that we are just a burden, or we don't want their good and interest and benefit. No. Imam Ali says, Barakatun ala man jawaru. This is not only barakatun ala their brothers. Everyone who comes to their neighborhood, everyone who comes to contact will be blessed. Selmun leman khalatu. They are peaceful and a source of peace for the people with whom they mix. Our Shia are not those who are angry and aggressive and harsh. Our Shia are the people that, although they have a strong faith, but they are very nice, very lovely, as we had in this lecture that we had from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, said that you should be like water. You remember that beautiful hadith? A moment must be like water. Water can go into every container. Doesn't put for you condition that you must bring a container that it is this size or this shape. So I will go to any container, but it still remains water. But if you say, I am going to remain in the form and shape that I have, then what happens? Then people break you and make you into pieces. Then they put you in everything that they want. So you have to realize what is the balance. As far as form is concerned, be flexible. As far as principles is concerned, remain the same. So every person, whether he shares with you his faith or not, should be very happy with you. Except the people who have some agenda, except the people who have hatred. That's different. You cannot change everyone. But the people of goodwill should not find it difficult to speak to you, should not find it difficult to be working with you, to sharing office with you, to be your neighbor. In another hadith, which is very famous hadith, which was a conversation between Imam Ali alayhi salam and Nauf. Imam mentioned some of the qualities of his Shia, and one of the things he mentioned is in the middle of the hadith, Shi'ati alladhina fi quburihim yatazawarun. My Shia are those who visit each other during their lives and even after they die. You know, sometimes we have been friends, but when I die, you forget me. A Shia is supposed to be so loyal that even if you lose your friend, your brother and sister, after his or her death, you remember him or her. You visit his grave or her grave. You do some good things on his or her behalf. This is the loyalty. So even death should not stop our relation. Our relation should survive death. وَفِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ يَتَوَاسَوْنَ. And in their property, in their possessions, they share. They give each other. Once a person went to Imam Baqir alayhi salam and told Imam Baqir alayhi salam that you have many followers in Kufa. Why don't you uprise against Bani Umayyah? Bani Umayyah by all standards were bad people. But Imam asked him a question. You all know this hadith. Imam said, أَيَّضَعُ أَحَدُكُمْ يَدَهُ فِي كِيسِ أَخِيهِ فَيَأْخُذُ حَاجَتَهُ. Is any of you able to put his hand in the pocket of his brother and take what he needs without being in need of telling that brother when he is absent? So for example, I have to go to doctor to take my child to doctor. No one is here. I have no money. My brother's bag or, for example, suit is here. Is our relation so intimate that I know 100% he is happy that I take his money or not? The person said, no, we are not that close. So Imam said, فَهُمْ بِالدِّمَائِهِمْ أَبْخَلْ. If this is the case with their money, so with their blood they will be more miserly. So Imam didn't ask him, are they ready to give me money? This was not the question. Imam said, are they ready to give each other and share their money? So Imam knows that the Shia love him and are ready to give him money. He says, what about among themselves? So Imam Ali says, fi amwalihim yatawasaun wa fillahi yatabazalun. And because of Allah they give. They give easily to each other. Then Imam said, Ya Nawf, dirhamun wa dirham wa thawbun wa thawb. I think this means that our Shia look at what they have. If he sees that he has 2 dirhams and his brother doesn't have any, he says 1 dirham for me, 1 dirham for you. If he has 2 dress, his brother doesn't have any, he says 1 dress for me, 1 dress for you. Dirhamun wa dirham wa thawbun wa thawb wa illa fala. If this is not the case, so they are not our Shia. And then something that sometimes happens is that some people may take advantage. When they see there is so much openness and readiness to give, they misuse. This is not a Shia. A Shia is the one who gives easily, but you have to force him to accept. Whenever I say, Imam Baqir alayhi salam said that who is ready to let his brother put his hand into his pocket? So many people says, unfortunately these people are not around. So I say, you have misunderstood the hadith. The hadith doesn't mean that you should look for people who let you to put your hand in their pocket. The hadith means that you should make your pocket available to others. This is the Shia, not the one who is looking for other people's pockets. And therefore Imam Ali says, Shi'ati man la yahirru harir al-kalb wa la yatma'u tama' al-ghurab wa lam yas'al an-nas wa in mata ju'a. My Shia is the one who doesn't ask even if he is dying out of hunger. So this is very important. On the one hand, he gives easily. He begs you, please accept. You need. I know you need. Why you don't accept from me? On the other hand, he is very reluctant to come and tell you that I need. This is a healthy community. People must be much more willing to give than receive. But in a society which is ill and is not brought up Islamically, everyone is looking for some opportunity to take. They just want to take. And this makes the situation worse day by day. Lam yas'al an-nas wa in mata ju'an. Even if he's dying out of hunger, he doesn't ask people. This shows maximum reluctance to receive. And I think this applies to also many other things. And I think we should be reluctant to get any help, even from, for example, government or from any, I don't know, social security, if we really can manage without that. So, if we are really in need, then that's different. But there should be such a reluctance to receive help. Even if it is not from a person, it is from the government or from because the Shia must have so much honor and dignity that as long as I can manage, I should be reluctant to ask for anyone to help me. This is my understanding. And then Imam said, Wallahi ya Nawf, Shi'ati shururuhum ma'amunah, wa qulubuhum mahzunah, wa hawaijuhum khafifah, wa anfusuhum afifah. My Shia are those everyone feels safe. With them, they don't feel any threat, any danger coming. They feel safe. And their hearts are sad. قُلُوبُهُمْ مَحْزُونَةٌ. They have sadness in their heart. But they don't let this appear on their face. As we have, al-mu'min bushruhu fi wajhih wa huznuhu fi qalbih. Mu'min looks very happy, but in the heart there is sadness. But this sadness is different from depression. This sadness is sadness of a person who has hope, who is very active, but finds that there are so much shortcomings in his side, so much, mistakes in his heart and illnesses that he wants to improve better. So, the sign of good sadness and bad sadness is this. If your sadness, if your worries, even if you have fear about akhirah and death, if these make you more motivated to work, this is good. If these make you lose your hope and as a result you don't do anything, you become idle, this is bad. This is a big help to understand whether you are in a healthy situation or not. If I am always sad, I have no desire, for doing anything, I am hopeless, I say my time is over, I have just to wait for Israel to come. So, then this is not good. But if like Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, I have great concern about akhirah, I cry even for my akhirah, but this makes me to work more, to be more active, gives me courage, gives me motivation, this is good. So we don't want that sadness which makes everyone idle, which makes everyone, to be frozen. We want that sadness which is like petrol, like fuel, to let you move. حَوَائِجُهُمْ خَفِيفَةٌ. Our Shia have little requests. If they want food, they would be pleased very easily. If they want some, for example, facilities for work, they will be pleased easily. If you invite them, they will be pleased easily. So you don't have any worry about them. There are people who are demanding so much that you can never satisfy them. Whatever you do, in the end, they are not happy. But Imam Ali says, my Shia have little requests. Sometimes you die to realize what they want, but they don't tell you anything. So you beg them, please tell me what can I do for you, but they don't tell you. They don't say anything. وَأَنفُسُهُمْ عَفِيفَةٌ. And they are very modest. And then this beautiful sentence is my last sentence. اختلف بهم الأبدان ولم تختلف قلوبهم. Just if you remember just this and implement this is enough for me. Imam says they differ in their bodies, but their heart is the same. So basically, as we say in Farsi, we say یک روح در دو بدن. We say one soul in two bodies. Sometimes when people are very close and united, so we say in Farsi. Imam Ali says, they are different in their bodies. So you look, there are 100 people, for example. Everyone looks different. But Imam says, وَلَمْ تَخْتَلِفْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. But their hearts are all the same. This is what we have to reach. We have to reach this position that we are completely identical and united in our hearts. Body can be different. Our activities can be various. This is not important. We can live in different parts of the world. We can have different, occupations, whatever. What is important is the heart must be the same. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to reach this level of understanding and maturity in our love for Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inshallah make our ties of brotherhood and sisterhood stronger day by day, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all types of hatred and enmity and hostility and rivalry from our societies, inshallah. And may we be able to show to the people of the world that a Shia of Amirul Mu'mineen is a source of blessing for everyone. Everyone would be happy to live with such a person. And may Allah inshallah hasten the reappearance of Imam Zaman and include us among his true and best followers. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen.